Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Photography Schoolhouse and today's presentation, which we're calling Quick and Easy Boudoir Portraits You Can Shoot to Start a Portfolio. This DittoCam is actually in conjunction with the webinar series that we're running concurrently, the three-part webinar series on starting your boudoir business. And the idea is, if you're starting a boudoir business, you probably have no samples to show. So how do you do that, and how do you do it without having a ton of equipment? So we tried to make a set that allows us to do some pretty cool photography with a minimal amount of props, lights, and so on. So let me show the set. This is Lori, our model for today. Yay, Lori. So the lighting is very basic. Can camera 2 pick up the big softbox? Not quite? Camera, whatever camera that is? That's 2 over there, isn't it? Okay. Well, our main light for this is going to be this big 4x6 softbox. It's set up around f8. Oh. Yep, he's got it. Travis will get it. That's why he gets the big bucks.
Sorry. There you
go. Are we live?
Yep.
Yeah. You're good. Okay. A little camera shake, but that's all. So the big 4x6 softbox, that's the main light. I wanted the largest area of light that we can get. Nice soft light falling on our subject. Remember, the larger the light source, the better the light. A large light source close into the subject is a good thing. So that's what we have. And I'm only going to use over here, if the other camera can pull this, camera 3, maybe can show, I'm just using a standard softbox, or a strip light I mean, with a honeycomb grid. Also in fairly close, and it's about a full stop or stop and a half lower than the main light. And it's just going to act as a gentle fill. Now, if you watched our previous productions, you know that we have a medium to light gray wall, and it would have been totally okay to shoot on that. I've decided to hang this backdrop. This is a backdrop from Silver Lake. It's a color smack, 8x8 color smack. It's called Luxury, but to me it just looks like tile, which is really cool. So we've decided to hang that to give some sort of pattern to the backdrop. But if I didn't have that, I'd be totally okay shooting this entire thing on just the wall. Now, you can use an actual bed if you're in a position to have one. That's probably the best option. But in our studio here, we don't have a bed that we can move into the shooting position. Not easily, anyways. So instead of shooting on the floor, which is one possibility, if you want to do that, I find it easier because of my size and my age. I don't like to get down on the floor because there's a 50-50 chance I won't get up. So I like to shoot on the table. I think it's not only easier for me, I think it's also easier for the model. Now, the model is only 15 pounds, so there's no worry about it. She's a small girl. This is just a plastic folding leg table. That's all it is. I joke about its capacity. Its capacity is quite high. I also have a wooden 6-foot and a wooden 8-foot table that have very high capacities. I could probably get on it and it would be all fine. So we're going to start with the table, which we've draped simply in a white comforter. We've got a couple of small pillows with white pillowcases. And that's how we're going to start the shoot today. So let's try a couple of test shots and see what we got. Okay, so just for testing the light, so okay, nice exposure. We got, let me check the histogram. Histogram's about bang on. She's looking to the fill light, so her face is mostly in shadow, but the highlights are not blown out. The shadows are dark without being totally black, so I'm totally okay with this lighting. So what I'm going to do, Lori, is I'm going to start you. Just lean over onto those pillows. Like that. That's good. That's good. Now, I can't do a full length in this room, although, geez, as I say that, I'm getting a full length. And the light didn't flash. That's better. Now, because of the strong horizontal line in the backdrop, I'm going to be somewhat careful about how I aim the camera. But I'm not going to go nuts over it. So, looks like a bedroom scene without being a bedroom scene. I could actually pull Lori out from the backdrop another couple of feet if I wanted to. Now, Lori's hair tonight, because it seems to change every day, tonight she is kind of a dark, reddish, brown, brunette, reddish, anyways, touch of red in it, which hopefully you can see. On our studio monitor is actually just a television set, so it's kind of hard to see it there, but the camera is showing more detail in the hair. Now, because of her dark hair, if I was working on a dark background, I'd really, really want to have a hair light. I'd set one up in the corner and just put a little bit of extra light on the hair just to separate it from a potentially dark background. Let's go ahead and grab some shots while she's posing. Marianne, on that light, can you set it up higher in power?
How far?
Where, I don't know where you started from. Go to 3. Okay. That's better. Nice. Now, hold that pose, but just your head turned that way a little bit. Okay, that's good too. Now, halfway back, turn towards me a little bit. Eyes, no, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Right there, eye contact, great. Now, maybe what you can do is grab one of the pillows and hug it just in front of you like that. Yeah, perfect. Rule of thumb, try and work to that light because that's kind of your key light and your face won't be in shadow as much. Nice. Perfect. Just going to take a couple more. I like that look down. Look down again. Well, I don't think the flash went. There we go. Let's grab a couple more. I want you to put your arm out. Yeah, like that, like you're leaning in that direction. Yeah, build it up so that, yeah, you can lie on it a little bit. Perfect. Maybe just with an elbow. Yeah, keep it going. Nice. Like that. Now, what I want to try is kind of kick your feet towards the corner of the room so you're at a slight angle. And then, yeah, now twist back to me. Just instead of being sideways, you're going to be like this, if you know what I mean. Come over onto your side a bit more. Yeah, I like that. Kick your hips back more, though. Like your feet are pointing at that corner and your head's pointing at the other corner. And then over on your side.
She doesn't bend like that.
It's a straight line. There's no bending to it. There's a straight line between that corner and that corner. Okay. Just going to get over a little bit more. Okay, yeah. Perfect. Try that. Nice eye contact.
One knee higher than the other.
Yep, like that. Nice work with the hands. That's good. Now, what's okay, and that's because we got you in an odd position, and the only way you can see the camera is by getting those wrinkles. Perfect. Look at that. Look at the difference. So, poses you could do with that. You could just move into different positions. You can shoot from different heights. When she's on the floor, we could and get some interesting looks there. In fact, Lori was our model. If you saw our Valentine boudoir, using the mic.
I don't know if your battery's dead, but
Battery says dead.
yeah. This one's dead too. Where's the other one?
Top drawer. Of that. We're back, I hope. All right. Sorry, folks, we lost audio because the battery died on the transmitter. Again, we get that wrinkle in the forehead, so just try and relax. Yeah, close your eyes, actually. That looks good. All good. Now rotate onto your side. Like that. And now I'm using a single spot focus, or I'm just focusing on her eyes and recomposing. I don't like too many focus spots for this kind of work. We're shooting at f7.1, which means we don't have all the depth of field in the world. But as I was saying before, and I'm not sure if the mic had kicked out at that point, there's a million shots we could take just using this set and having her move poses. Too far with this. Travis, is there a chat window I can look at? SHLive.com. Oh, Chatwing, you still need to log into it on the workflow computer. No, it shouldn't do that. It's all grayed out. It should be pure white when it's logged in. The workflow computer is the one on the left. You got the Chatwing window? There isn't a login button there? No. On the master, it looks different from this. Okay. So on the workflow computer, there's a browser. There it is. What lens am I using? This lens happens to be a 28-105 f4. For this size of room, it's a perfect lens. My favorite lens of all time is the 70-200, but don't really need it. This room isn't that large. Okay, so Dave, if you want to grab a couple of shots, I'm going to just get untangled here. Yeah, let me just. I'm going to try and get out of the way. Dave's going to shoot with the Hasselblad, so cover your ears.
Do you want to try to go on the pillow again? Okay. Right.
Yes, there's that.
You can start with that. Roll on your side a little bit. And I wonder if you could just move your bum a little bit towards the back. A little bit more.
Now, one of the one of the things that you would watch for with a regular boudoir customer is problem areas. Now, Lori's in really good shape, so she doesn't have a lot of problem areas. But what she's wearing is a good choice. She's too young to have stretch marks, but a lot of boudoir customers would. So having a bustier like this really solves a lot of problems. The other thing we're looking for is not to pose the subject in a way that creates uncomfortable folds in the skin. We always want the skin to be nice and flat and reduce bulges. If somebody's running a few pounds overweight, then you want to make sure that the pose is covering any unflattering bulges or anything like that. Or you could try and flip the other way. Just put your head towards the light. Reverse the pose, in other words. So your feet this way and your head that way. And that'll change the lighting on your face. Excuse me. The other thing that I tend to look for is really good fitting garments. When they're moving around like this, any girl is going to have, occasionally have the cup bigger than her actual breast, you know what I mean, and creates a gap that looks very unflattering. So I always make sure that the garment is tucked in, fitting well. Yeah. Not your good side, not your posing side, is it?
Both sides are good. Just feels like on the side.
Can you show us the chat window, Travis? Because Dave isn't tethered. Okay, no questions right now. Okay, we're going to kind of evolve the set a little bit. What I think I want to do next, keeping in line with our quick and easy philosophy, I'm just going to move this stool out of the way.
With the different problem.
Yeah, let's do that. A little wardrobe change. Just wait. Got my microphone cable wrapped around the arm of the chair, so this is all good. Table didn't break, guest 569. The locking mechanism that stops the legs from folding wasn't in place, so the legs folded. It's not the table I normally use for this procedure. And she's fine. She wasn't hurt. I'm sorry I just didn't catch the shot of the expression on her face as she went down. Yep, excellent. So I'm going to have you standing for a little bit.
Okay.
Or kneeling. Sorry, kneeling.
Okay.
And yeah, maybe sit back on your heels a little bit. And then just add some look. That's it. See how that light is working. Good, good, good. That's why I like that. Look down that way again. Eyes down towards the floor. So, yeah. No wardrobe malfunctions, Lori.
No, I'm sorry.
Like that a lot. Okay, now I want to try an experiment. Come and sit on this arm. And if before you do that, just swing the slide all the way over towards me. It'll swing. Swing, yeah. Push it, push it. Yeah, there we go. And then, nope, that's not going to work. Where's our chair? The wooden chair?
Out there. Can we get it there? My face is yucky.
See, it's all Lori's fault. I told her not to have that cheeseburger for supper.
I'm sorry. Probably never eaten a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
I think
probably
I've
not.
had 3 today.
3? 3 cheeseburgers?
Yeah, and I want another one right now.
Oh, okay. Let's put this chair right over there while you're up. I want to get the lamp in the background. Okay? And then maybe turn it the other way, the back this way. Just spin it. Yep. Spin it. And then, yeah, okay. Lori, just have a seat on the far side, facing the lamp. And then, yeah, we got a tag. There's a tag on the bra, pink tag. No, I think she's got it. Now, spin around towards the back of the chair. Keep spinning, keep turning. Bring that hand down like that. Now, what I'm trying to illustrate here, let's see what happens. That sometimes you don't even have to worry about a backdrop. You can just shoot with the stuff that's already there. If you push that chair back, Dave, you'd get in and out easier.
I'm just going to move the light back.
Yeah. And while you're there, can you turn it down a little bit? What's it set at now?
4.0.
Let's go to 3.0. Okay, let's try another one. So I'm trying to lighten up the background a little bit so the light of the lamp, which is obviously more of a tungsten, yellowish, warm light than our studio lights. Studio lights are set for daylight, and I actually want the difference in color. I don't want it to look the same. I want the background to be warm and the foreground to be cooler. So hold that pose, Lauren. So right now, we're not even using a fill light. We're using one light, and we're not using a backdrop. We're using one light and a wooden chair. So, and then you can maybe twist more back to the camera. Like that. Beautiful. Okay. I'll make one other little change. Just want to see how this goes. Oh, no flash. Interesting. There we go. Now spin around facing this way. Put your other arm up onto the backrest, like that. Beautiful. I don't often have eye contact to the camera in Boudoir. The idea is, I think Boudoir is about the unseen observer. You're catching a moment of time. She's thinking about something, whatever. So, big grins and direct eye contact, yeah, sure, sometimes. But mostly I think it's a moodier looking shot than all of that. Okay, nice. Okay, I'm going to make another quick change in wardrobe. The jacket you came in with.
My black coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, is it nearby?
No, it's in the bathroom.
Okay, you want to grab it? She has no idea. What do you want my coat for?
Yeah, I know, it's not very pretty.
We'll see. Yeah. You okay?
I just didn't want to be.
Be in the shot? Okay, let's just see what it looks like. It's black, so it's not going to show all that much. And then, what I'd like to do, if you're up for it, this would be good, covered up with the coat, but kind of braless. You know what I mean? Okay, everybody close your eyes. Travis, put a YouTube video on. There's no cameras on right now. Okay, let's come back to the chair, yeah. Okay, so. Good. Oh, no flash. And I think if you turn more to the camera, bring your hands up to the collar. Keep the collar up and just twist your wrists in like that. Good. Perfect. Can you push the chair away from me about a foot?
About a foot?
Yep. Okay. Try and twist on the seat more to the light. Yep. Good. Excellent. Okay, did you get it? There it is. There's another thing that we have. We bought this at a lingerie store. It's a one-size-fits-all, so it's about 100 times larger than Lori. Yeah. But we talk about material for covering up problem areas that Lori doesn't have, but most people do.
Okay.
Okay, all right. She has problem areas. You just can't find them. Okay, so now you can do this like one off of one shoulder. You can play around with the material. So somebody with stretch marks, This is a really good way of hiding imperfections as we shoot. Like that. That's really cool. Nice. I like that. Actually, that time I like the look to the camera. Yep. It's kind of saucy little smile.
This lipstick will be bad.
Yeah. Should have lipstick teeth after that. I also like the occasional shot. You like that one?
I don't like that one.
Yeah, see, that's the whole thing. I was just going to say, when you shoot while they think they're getting ready for something, you take a picture, and you often get these really cool shots that are often kind of better than the pose shots. Oh, I didn't even see that. I'm losing it. I'm a certified perv, so I don't understand why I didn't notice that. There you go. So I'm going to switch places with Dave. You can grab a few shots, and then we'll find out if there's any questions. I get these nice, great big, huge Hasselblad digital files, just in case somebody needs a billboard. I've been advised to stop making fun of his camera.
Not by day.
And I can't really read it, but there were only... Where's my sheets? You need a battery. See, with a Hasselblad, you only get 6 shots per battery charge. Nobody's laughing but me. Okay, I'll give up.
Put it on. We'll do a butt shot. I like that.
Very pixie-ish.
Well, she's got the hair for it.
Yes, she does. Wait, I think we just lost camera 1. It moved.
Didn't like when I started the battery.
It'd be a 4-4 on me. Lori.
Hopefully camera 2 doesn't come on. It'd be hard to explain. Okay. I'm gonna...
You want to try the jacket?
Jacket and tutu?
We'll do them on the chair.
I buy 2 pieces. There she gets. Bring you another prop? Want me to bring you another prop?
No, because I want to shoot that too.
The tutu?
Well, because they can't see, Dave's not tethered, so I have to take some shots with the tutu.
this time. Okay. Could you just come out a little bit on towards the edge of the chair again? And work it.
So usually the trouble with room light, actual real room light, is trying to get something to balance, because the studio lights are so much larger, or so much brighter, I mean. So I'm going to switch back with Dave. We're going to do some more on the camera tether. One of these days we're going to get a Hasselblad.
Mermaid scales.
Okay, touch this way. Yeah, just sidestep. Yep, like that. Good, good, good. Love that. Oh, no flash. Yeah, flash went that time. No, didn't go that time. Flash is misbehaving. Yeah, it went that time. And change the exposure. Went back again. And then turn around like you just did, more towards the camera. Yep. I'm going to bring in a little fill light here. There we go. No, it's okay. Coming over. Now, in a shot like this, obviously the yellow-orange clamp would be retouched out, and I'd probably crop it so some of those wrinkles went out. Let's redo that series. Just sidestep this way a little bit so I'm not hitting the edge of the drop. And then glance down at the floor. Eyes kind of closed. Yeah, like that. So in the previous one, the fill light didn't go, but it actually looked great that it didn't go. So I'm a big fan of contrast and shadows. So I'm going to have you cover up but facing the camera.
Okay, okay.
Yep.
You talked to him. I'm gonna fix it too.
Yep.
Okay. I like that.
You like that?
I love that.
I like that facial expression. That's good, good, good. I'm going to go for a longer composition.
You do.
Yeah, very good. Okay, let's
Put a shirt on.
put a shirt on, yeah?
The red sweater.
Yeah, let's do that. Bring up the chat window, Trav. Okay, all right.
I like it.
No, no questions? Yeah, that's a good shot. I like that sweater too. Okay, so let's work the sweater. Now, I'm shooting this as 3/4 length, but my camera position, as soon as I get the flash to work, is just kind of not really at waist level, but just above her waist to prevent distortion. Maybe a tiny side step this way. Yep. Good, good, good. Don't fall. You've already done that. Okay, let's bring the chair back.
Hello, chair.
And face it that way. And then just pull down in front. And try and lean forward to the back. Yeah, like that. Too far forward. Let's move the chair back a little bit. Okay, let's try it there. Just don't like the way your eye was in shadow. Much better. Okay, where's that gray material? The white and gray? Okay, what I want to do, want to just cover your waist area there. And then, yeah, like that. And lean forward so your arms can actually rest on that back like that. Good, good, good. And is that sweater loose enough to do one shoulder out? Guess we'll find out. I guess it is. Good. Okay, one little change. Just rotate the back of the chair more towards the light. So just spin it on the spot like that. Good. Now back to that pose. Good, good, good. Couple more while we're shooting. Yeah, I like the eyes there. Bring your eyes kind of here. So what I'm doing with this is I'm balancing the whites of her eyes by making her look off camera. See how there's equal white on both sides of the pupil. I find the previous shot with too much white to be a little distracting. So that shot could be eyes closed just like you have them now. Good, keep it going. Beautiful. Oh. Flash is misfiring a lot. Okay, so I'm going to give Dave a chance to shoot, and then if you have any questions, now's the time, because we're going to wrap up in a few minutes. No, I'm going to just cross behind you for a sec. Okay.
I'm going to do one with that and wait.
So the whole purpose of this is getting some quick and easy shots. So here we're only using either one light or two, so you don't have to have a pile of lights to do this. I do like the large 4x6 soft box for the nice soft lighting. And if you can position it right, you could get away with just having that one light and never mind even having a second light. And the backdrop is optional. Like I said, there's a plain gray wall right in behind her. If I didn't have this backdrop, I'd be totally okay just shooting on that wall. And you get just as good results. So you don't even need to own a backdrop. So really the minimal thing was a cheap white comforter and pillows from Walmart, the softbox, the fill light, and the model, and the chair, I guess. So not particularly hard to do. And from a session like this, I'm going to walk away with easily half a dozen or more samples. Now, if we were doing a real session instead of just a ditto cam, I'd keep shooting. We'd keep doing other things. We'd change things, not just wardrobe. We'd change the backdrop, the lighting. And from a single session, I'd probably get, a dozen different samples from that one shoot. But they all look different. They wouldn't always just look like multiple poses from the same shoot.
Just one hand down and one hand in. It's punching up a little bit. Let's just do a little work from the top. I'm going to get closer, so it doesn't matter.
I must say, too, in reality, Lori's a great model. She knows how to move. She knows how to look. Most of our real-life clients are a little bit stiffer than that. So one of the tricks is going to be learning how to make your clients at ease. We do that. It actually starts from the moment they walk in the door. We've not only had pre-consultations, but they come in and we do hair and makeup first. Our makeup artist is pretty chatty, and so is I have a female assistant. Being a guy shooting Boudoir, of course, I always have a female assistant. And she's pretty chatty, too. So by the time the girls finished her hair and makeup, they're like old friends. They're ready to go for a drink. So that puts them at ease right off the bat. And then we try and make the session fun and just warm them up. We do some easy poses first till they get into it. And then we get into the progressively harder ones.
I got a second.
Okay. So all wrapped up, Dave? Okay, I just want to make a couple of quick notes. I'm on camera one. Hi, camera one. This, as I mentioned at the top of the show, is part of our webinar series that we're doing on starting your boudoir photography business. We're going to do 2 more ditto cams to support that webinar series, all with the idea of building our sample portfolio. So our next ditto cam, which will be in a week's time, on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, will still be on Boudoir, but it'll be totally different than what we're doing here because we want to build variety in our sample portfolio. And if you want to catch part 3 of our webinar series, part 1 and 2 have already happened, but you can watch the recordings. So maybe Travis on the... can you... And then just go to Photography Schoolhouse homepage. Just hit the little home. Okay, if you go to live events and live broadcast for photographers, sorry, hit that again. Live broadcast for photographers. Now, right now, this is, scroll down a little bit. Keep going. So this was up next. It's still showing tonight's show, but this is where you're going to see the links to next week's show. And then, Travis, if you go back to the homepage, And then scroll down. And you see the start your Valentine Boudoir business from your home studio, the second link, parts 1 to 3. And then, now, normally this is restricted content to the gold members, but for the course of this, till we finished all 6 parts of this, you can go to the gold members link. I've opened it to the public. So just click on gold members, click here. On the right-hand side. Yeah. So right now, anybody can jump in and see the recordings of part 1 and part 2, and we are doing the part 3 of this series next Monday night at 6 p.m. Just to confuse everybody. Webinars are in Pacific time and DittoCams are in Eastern time. So part 3 of the webinar, Monday, 6 p.m. Pacific. The second part of our live boudoir shoot, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. So with that, are there any last minute questions, or we're going to wrap this up? Just go PSH Live. We need to relog into Chatwing again. Are there some props I like to use? Yeah, I was trying to keep props at a minimum today, with the whole idea of quick and easy things you can do, but we have, yeah, okay. She's going like this to mention the gloves. I thought she had an itch, but it was gloves she was saying. We have long gloves, you know, those elegant gloves like that. We have scads and scads of materials and scarves, and we normally encourage masks and wings. Yes, we have wings. All of these have been accumulated over time, and so you don't need to run out and spend a pile of money buying a bunch of props. Normally, we tell our customers to bring something that's meaningful to them. So we've had people bring. One lady brought a Gibson guitar, which was worth like thousands and thousands of dollars. One lady came, they were into sports and hunting. She came as an archer. She had a bow and arrow and the whole thing. We did a whole kind of archer boudoir shoot. Sometimes they bring sports jerseys of their favorite teams or their husbands' or boyfriends' favorite teams. So we try and accessorize the shoot with things that they bring themselves. This gives us a lot of variety. Everybody brings something different. And then plus, we have a guitar. We have an acoustic guitar that we could use when we want it. But yeah, so we can accessorize a lot with props. Nudity in boudoir, I should point out, it's really kind of up to the client. Boudoir doesn't have to be topless or nude. If they're comfortable with it, we'll shoot it. We'll shoot it elegantly. We're not going to be like Penthouse Magazine or anything. But some people are good with that. And so it's kind of funny because sometimes at the beginning it's all, no, 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 I won't do that. And then by the end of the shoot, it's, yeah, fine. No big deal. That's all, I guess, part and parcel of being comfortable in the shoot. So with that, if there's no more questions, we're going to call it good for tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming. Remember the upcoming presentations, Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific for the webinar, and Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern for part 2 of the boudoir photography. Have a good night, everyone.